this thing here.
Beauty.
A lovely guy called Jim Behrens. He's out in El Monte actually, and he runs a place called the Dino Shop. And he's sort of retired now, really, but he builds these in all Porsche. He does a lot of 356s for people as well. 356 motors, I should say. He did this. So this is a 1915, and he balanced and blueprinted it, and larger cam, everything else as well. And it's got, these are dual Solexes, actually Cadron, they're copies of Solexes, which is what they used back in the 60s and 50s on Porsche and Volkswagen. So this motor is just, this car would have had a 1600 in it this year, which was the biggest one they did on these.
And this is
this is a 1915. So
oh wow!
Basically 1.9 litre.
It's a big bump.
Yeah. So it gives you quite a big push. And if anything, these cars were underpowered. They look so fast, don't they?
Oh yeah.
But that makes all the difference, having that in there.
Well, I just rode and it didn't feel slow.
No, it'll go along. It'll top out about 125 miles per hour.
And that's with 95 horsepower.
Yeah, I think this one dynoed to 98.
Oh, okay.
As I recall, I think it was 98. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. It's somewhere in there in the 90s. So it's like a Super 90, the old Porsche Super 90 size, which they had in the 356s. And my dad had one actually. He had a 64. No, it's the early one actually. He had a Super 90 in one of his Porsches, anyways. But this makes all the difference really for me with these. I've always loved the look of these cars, of course. It's just gorgeous design. But a bit underpowered. They were initially, I think, 1200 or even 1100 in the 55s. They kept going up, by a bit each time. I think 1200, 13, eventually to 1500, and then to 1600, which was the largest they ever did. And then I just had to go 1.9 instead, make it a bit bigger.
Of course you did. That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Well, it paid off.
And normally I don't do this. Normally I've done 6 of these, and I normally leave them as stock as I can. So I don't really care for the whole modification trend that was happening, especially in the 80s and 90s. I've done a little bit here and there, but I try not to get too crazy. So this one, although some purists will look down the nose of this one as well, this one is pretty much stock. I mean, it looks stock on the outside. It's a wolf in sheep's clothing, isn't it?
Right.
So
we all know what they can do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huffing or puffing or.
Yeah. I mean, how many cars can you say that about where they're basically their top end outdoes their horsepower? I don't think you can say that about too many cars at all.
True,
so
yeah.
pretty impressive.
Yeah.